Are we live on the air right now?
No.
No, because it's being recorded, so we're
Correct.
never live. We
Nope.
just lie and tell people, hi, we're live on the radio, but
They're
we're
never
really
gonna
not.
buy it
Yeah.
because it's not a stream.
Yeah.
It's just a regular.
It's different from television, so I feel like we could lie to the audience.
No.
Yeah, because what are they going to do?
What are they gonna
Jump
do?
through the airwaves
Stop
and, like, say
listening
something?
to us?
Who would do that, man?
Anybody who was sick of being lied to, for instance.
No!
Yeah.
Dude, we're so awesome, we could lie to these people all day, and they'll be like, tell me some more lies. What else do you have?
Okay. I'll follow you there.
Our
So
parents
what
have
do you
been
want?
lying to us since we were little kids, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Our teachers in school who told, like, the really bad kid in the class, like, you'll be something one day. Like
Yeah.
me.
Oh, he turned out to be nobody.
Yeah. You know, you knew the kid, all right,
No.
the kid that's, like, kicking the cat, you're a serial killer. And the teacher would go, oh, yeah, don't worry, you'll be something one day. Oh, no, you will not.
He'll be a serial killer.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
that's what you'll be. Hey, you know, if that's your way to fame, that's okay. Mine is through television, okay?
And
And
you
maybe
say
a
this
little
while we're
radio
doing- yeah,
that I
a little
don't
radio.
mind lying to people about.
Okay.
There is a time to lie, you know what I'm saying? You know those little, like, white lies? Like,
Yeah.
hey, I didn't kill him, and white lies
That's
like
not
that.
a white lie. That's perjury.
Yeah, but, you know, hey, man, you know.
Yeah.
Can we change the subject?
Yeah, why don't we go
Can
ahead?
we talk about, like, radio stuff?
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and do the news?
Like, why are you supposed to? You're in this crickety old chair. That's all. This is what we hear, people. Okay.
Did you hear about
Stony is in this
The
rickety
crickety-
old chair that,
It's
like,
your chair, man?
That's the setup chair.
the setup. Oh, because it's missing a wheel.
It's missing a wheel. So
Is
I
that
put, like,
last time I sat on this,
usually
I
I
almost killed
put.
myself.
I always put like people I don't like in that chair.
You sit
So
at
that
this
there's
chair.
a possibility.
You
that
sit
they-
at this chair when I'm not here.
You know what I do? I put someone in that chair. Then I start the video camera. If you notice, I've done this to you before.
Mm-hmm.
I throw something at you so that it's out of your reach to, like, high to the left, so that when you lean back to try and catch it, you fall off the chair because there's no wheel, and you hit your head on the floor. It's hilarious.
You and I have a very different opinion on what comedy is.
It's funny, man.
It's funny for whom?
Well, for me,
Okay.
it's funny for you after you heal. You know, you get stitched up and you're all good to go again.
Did you hear about the thing with the New York Post?
What happened?
Okay, so this
What
guy.
is the New York Post?
This
It's a
guy
Post
was a
in New
Brooklyn.
York that
It's
just
the
sits
newspaper, mother.
there? It's a paper.
It's a horrible newspaper. It's
Okay.
awful. It's terrible.
Well, one day when I know how to read, I'll get that.
Okay,
Post.
well, this Brooklyn landlord was found dead in a trash bin, like last week. Okay, the New
Right.
York Post did a cover on this and the headline was "Who didn't want him dead."
This is true.
Yeah. So so the newspaper quotes disgruntled tenants and claims Stark, the landlord, owed city fines. And now everybody's going crazy. The family, Jewish community leaders are angry and hurt by the headline.
It
'Cause-
seems like he's connected to Bin Laden.
He,
Oh no, that's found dead in a trash bin.
yeah.
I got Bin Laden out of trash bin. Well, look at him. He looks like Abe Lincoln. Is that Abe Lincoln?
No, that's not Abe Lincoln. That's the guy, the landlord.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh, he does look like Abe Lincoln.
Yeah, but the idea is that this
He's
guy
one of
was a
those
slumlord.
Jewish, what are they?
I don't know.
Hasidic
Hasidic
Jewish
Jew.
people?
Yeah,
with,
Hasidic.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess.
Hey, if
I
that's
don't
your
know.
thing, man.
It
Hey,
could be Orthodox for all I do not know the difference between any of that.
Pretty much chicks who thought like Abe Lincoln were hot would totally go Hasidic Jew.
Okay, so that
Is
guy,
that what they are? Hasidic.
yeah, he was lit on fire and thrown into a dumpster.
Well, that's
Yeah.
making a statement.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I'm
a
saying?
statement.
You just didn't like piss someone off. Like you wrecked someone's life.
Yeah, like somebody is trying to blatantly say,
Yeah.
get
Now,
in the
is that how
dumpster."
they killed him on fire, or did they kill him and
I
then
don't
set him on
know.
fire?
I don't
Because if
know.
someone sets you on fire, man,
I don't know. I
you
think that might
did
have
something
been.
pretty
I
bad.
think, yeah, because if it was just like, you killed somebody and you threw them.
I look at it this way:
In
if
a
you just
dumpster.
kill them and then set them on fire, you're covering something up because you did something wrong.
Okay.
If you set someone on fire,
to kill them.
you might want to say, hey, maybe this person did something wrong because this guy just set him on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did he use? Does it say that he used gas?
Well,
That is terrible, man.
he pretty much ripped off the whole building. The Post quoted a tenant organizer. Yeah,
They probably
so-
all got together and it was probably like,
It was
could you
everybody.
see them all squirting them with lighter fluid and
Oh.
throwing matches at him?
I don't know actually how I don't know if he was lit on fire to kill him or if he was killed and then lit on fire. Either way,
Wow.
though, fire is an emotional thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm burning this guy up.
Right.
The
There's a
post-
difference
yeah.
between I'm going to punch you in the face.
Yeah,
And-
until you die.
Yeah, and I'm going to drive my car through your house and crush you
Yeah.
into your television.
Yeah. Did you see also in the news the plane that landed on the Major Deegan Expressway?
Wow.
And you're not very tied into the news.
I can't watch the news, man. It's all misery, bro. It's terrible.
No, this one was like a miracle, like a straight
Oh,
up.
like the guy, like
Oh
Sully
yeah.
from Godsmack?
What?
I didn't even know he could fly a plane.
You talking about the miracle on the Hudson?
Yeah, Sully from Godsmack flew that plane.
You Sully from Godsmack.
Well, how many Sullys could there be?
Many Sullys. Many
That's
Sullys.
very common in my school.
Many Sullys.
All right, well, what's
Anyway,
going on?
this plane.
So a plane landed in the middle of the road?
Yeah, so this plane
Wow.
was going. It took off from the airport. Had wow. It had mechanical problems. The pilot had two people with him. He tried to get to LaGuardia, but he couldn't. So he lands it on the Major Deegan.
I always thought that, like, if I had, like, you know how they say there's too much weight in the plane? And
Yeah.
they always crash, all these rock stars and everything.
Whoa.
Always the plane crashes.
Yeah.
And then, like, they start, like, throwing the stuff out. I would throw the people out, probably, before my luggage. Because I got some pretty nice stuff, man. You know, like,
Okay.
especially if it happened in, like, February.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you just, like, went shopping with all your gift cards.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you got all these
Yeah.
bags.
Yeah.
And now you're flying in this little plane that's about to go down. And someone goes to grab my luggage to throw it out. If I don't know you well enough, chances are when that door opens, I'm kicking you out the door. Okay?
But
Because I could replace friends. I cannot replace clothes that I just got with my gift cards. Is that like wrong?
no, that just doesn't make any sense.
It makes sense if you think about it.
In what way? You could go back to the store and buy
Because
clothes.
I'm connected to my clothes, I might not have a connection to this person. Maybe they're just some person on the plane next to me and I don't know you.
I was on a regional flight, which are frightening. Okay, like if you ever taken a regional
I've
flight,
taken a puddle jumper.
Yeah,
to an
okay.
island.
Those
It was
are-
really scary.
those
man.
are frightening.
I don't like
Because I remember getting on this plane and I was sitting there. I must have been 18, and I was sitting there, and all of a sudden the stewardess says, "Oh, no, it wasn't the stewardess. It was the captain." Comes on and says, "We're unbalanced. Could you move people from the back move to the front of the plane?"
Oh man, yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm going, we're on the runway still.
yeah.
I'm like,
that's
what
a
would
bad
happen if
sign,
you didn't
man.
catch that?
Yeah.
Would the plane have just gone?
Yeah, it might have like twisted to the side.
And that's the crooked
You'd have
thing.
been doing circles.
Okay, you can actually, now this is the weird thing. You can actually be like American Airlines regional flight. It'll say that on your ticket. It'll say that all at once, but that's actually subcontracted plane. That's a subcontracted company that American Airlines is putting their name on. That's some company
Yeah.
that has different standards than American Airlines.
Yeah, that's not safe,
Like,
man.
they pay their pilots.
When you
those
can't
regional
pronounce
pilots-
the airline,
Yeah.
you don't fly that airline,
Mm-mm.
okay? Like American Airlines sounds good to me. Remember we did that radio interview
Yeah.
at that place? It was kind of an airport.
It was
And,
it was an airport.
yeah, it was.
It was a half an
and I do
airport.
fly out of there,
Yeah.
out of
Six.
MacArthur Airport.
Yeah.
It's pretty scary, man. When you look at some of the, it's like when the plane doesn't have letters, it's like hieroglyphics. No, I'm
Yeah.
not flying.
No.
It almost looks like it's braille. Like if you, the
Yeah.
only way for you to like, you need to break a code to find out what airline.
And
it
if
is.
you have to do that, then you don't want to fly it.
no,
Didn't you have a scary experience on an
I
airplane once?
did on a plane once.
What
They said
happened?
that I was on my way to Dominican Republic, Punta Cana.
Yeah.
And we just took off and everything was good. And all of a sudden underneath us, we hear like all these wires. And I'm like, what the hell was that? 30 seconds later, the guy comes on. Yeah, we're going to have to turn around and make an emergency landing. We have a light out. And I'm thinking, man, we ain't making no emergency landing for the light out. So I said, nah, man, I heard really loud. Because I suffer by myself.
Yeah.
So I said, nah, man, I heard some wires snapping underneath me. And everybody's like, oh, what are you talking about? Yeah, man, this ain't good.
You did that?
Yeah, it was. Hey, we all needed to bond in our suffering together.
I agree. If
And, like,
that's the situation.
Yeah, when the plane turned around, he made like a really sharp hook. So that the plane was like if you were sleeping, your neck, your head,
God.
the top of your head would be touching the window.
Oh,
Because
and
that's
it was
how
a
far.
sharp turn. Too.
It was a sharp
you
turn,
needed
man.
to
Like, we
turn
gotta get
around.
down. And then we got back. We got down. We got delayed like like an hour and a half. They put us back on the plane. We were about to take off. They took us back off the plane.
Oh,
And they were like, yeah, we're going to give you $5 coupons for meals inside the terminal. 8 hours later, we're on a plane. It's about to take off. There was 7 of us.
oh yeah,
plane.
because nobody was getting back on that
I
plane.
said, you know what, man? If I'm going down, I'm going down
that was
on
it.
the way. Yeah, man. You know, I paid good money for that. I wasn't about my girl at the time. I was like, maybe we shouldn't go on. And I'm like, probably not.
I
But
would
it's
never.
a
Why
chance
would?
I'm willing to take.
Why?
Because, man, it was warm and sunny there. It was really cold here, bro.
I
remember getting pulled over. I knew it was going to be bad because I got pulled over on the way because I picked her up in the city. I got pulled over on the way by a cop in like some little, it was like half of a mail truck. And he's like, why aren't you stopping? And I'm like, because you can't catch me. Basically.
Oh.
And I'm arguing with this cop, and I'm saying, man, I have to let him win this argument because he was telling me I like ran through a stop sign.
Right.
And
if
I'm
you
like,
did-
no, I didn't, because someone was actually walking by. So
Oh,
I
so there
stopped
was no way you could
and let them
right.
go. Yeah.
Right.
So I said, you pretty much sound as ridiculous as you look
You
in
did
this
half
like
match.
little cart.
Yeah. What was it?
It
he
was like
driving?
a big wheel with a roof on it, and I'm like, really? Like
It
at
was a
first I
meter
thought he was a
maid.
rent-a-cop, and then he
Had a
kind
gun.
of he had a gun.
But he was in one of those.
Yeah,
scooter
because I was a
things.
little aggressive.
Oh. So he had his
Surprisingly.
hand on his gun.
Yeah, he was kind of letting me know, like, yeah, I might look like an idiot and
But I
sound
will.
like an idiot too, but I have a gun.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah, one of those guys, you know, that
That's
like
it.
got picked on in school. That
That
said, "I'm gonna
became a
become
cop one
and,
day.
like, here's the good-looking dude that I'm gonna pull. You know, he looked at me and said, "Wow,
Yeah.
I'm jealous,"
And then decided to.
and then said, "Let me mess with this guy." Almost made me late
For the
my
plane
flight
that would've killed
got
you.
delayed for 9 hours. So I'm like, now that you think about it, if I would have got arrested and the plane would have actually crashed,
Could you imagine if, like,
that would have been
let's
like
say,
Final Destination.
let's say hypothetically, let's get quantum physics here. What if the only way that plane doesn't crash is if you're on it?
It's probably true.
Like, imagine that. Like,
It's
if you,
true,
if
man.
You examine the
I look at it
fabric-
this way: I'm a hero, and I save these people's lives.